Let's bring in the border security advisor for the Federation of American Immigration Reform, Art Del Cueto. And Art, we're going to pick it up where Lucas left off. Here's just a sampling of some of the left's anti-ICE rhetoric. Listen.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets. They're in unmarked vans wearing masks, being shipped off to foreign torture dungeons.
Secret police who are masked, who are intimidating, who are scaring people. These Gestapo-like tactics.
It does look like a Gestapo operation. It does look like the Gestapo.
ICE, unmasked. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
Art, is language like that from Democrat leaders, no less, directly causing lunatics like we saw yesterday to feel emboldened to attack ICE?
Absolutely, and they should know better. Look, they're out there flaming the flames on something like this, and they keep making it a bigger and bigger issue, and they know exactly who's listening to them. They're aware of these deranged lunatics that are listening to them, that are taking every word that they're saying to heart, so they go out there and they do these types of atrocities. And you can tell because if you look at the ammo that they left behind, and this isn't the first time, they will sketch that anti-ICE, that, you know, who they hate. They write all that down on these bullet shells because they're not scared to get caught. They want to get caught. They want people to say, oh, okay, look, it's them. Look, this is the reason he's doing it. They think they're doing a good deed, but you have to point the finger at a lot of these politicians and these so-called leaders that are pushing it with their own rhetoric.
Art, do you think Democrats will tone down this rhetoric in light of what we saw yesterday and in light of recent events? I'll just go broad brush there.
Right. No, I think that, you know what it is they'll flip the script and they'll make it sound like they're going to tone it down. And look, take Jimmy Kimmel, case in point, the awful things he said on his show. But then he turns around when he comes back. First of all, he didn't offer the apology, and I get that. He wasn't going to do it. I wasn't expecting it. But he turned around the narrative and he made it about himself, made himself be the victim. And I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to have them turn it around, make excuses, make themselves be the victim. Look, remember, when President Trump has brought down the numbers in crime throughout the entire country, they won't admit it. They see the numbers and they see the fact, but they won't admit it. We're dealing with individuals that don't care to admit the truth. They don't care to give credit where credit's due, which is in this administration, and they're going to continue to flip that narrative to their own political theater.
Art, you are a crime fighter. Bring us inside the mind of a crime fighter. Specifically, we have seen record numbers of people applying to be part of ICE. Are you concerned that those individuals who otherwise would be inclined to give that service to their country are now going to say, look, I wanted to be part of ICE, but now I'm not. I am deterred by what the left is doing, one, with the rhetoric, and two, what that rhetoric ultimately leads to, which is violence against ICE officers.
It takes a special person to want to wake up every morning, regardless of what agency you're working with, and put on that badge. Look, for over 2 decades, I put on that badge. I went out there each and every day, and I had it in my mind that there was a chance I wasn't going to make it home that day. And it takes a special person to be able to go out there and do that each and every day. I still think there's people out there that will do it. I know individuals will ask me, why keep doing it when we're seeing, you know, the attacks? Because as Americans, we're not going to wave the white flag. We're not going to just give up because somebody else wants to, you know, cause us evil. We need individuals to wake up each and every morning and do anything they can do because, like you just said, some individuals won't do it. So we need the right mindset and we need the right people that are going to go out there and defend our freedoms because freedom ain't free. So
to be clear, Art, you do not think that these latest incidents are going to decrease the record numbers of applicants to ICE, correct?
I think it's going to switch. I think you're going to have individuals that are going to want to do it more. You're going to say people that are going to see events like this, see events like what happened to Charlie Kirk, and they're going to say, I want to be out there. I want to be in those front lines, and I want to make sure that society is safe.
I want to be in the arena, so to speak. Art Del Cueto, thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.